I don't know, female terrorists or murderers or torturers of some sort, white women who voted for Trump. Okay, the second thing I have is that phrase in The Fault in Our Stars where they go, okay, okay. You know how, I forget exactly, okay, wait, also, sorry, short tangent. Remember in The Fault in Our Stars when they started making out in the Anne Hathaway house and, did I just say Anne Hathaway? Anne Frank! Oh my god, not Anne Hathaway. She deserves her own house as well. I'm sure she has multiple houses. But like a museum style. Anyway, the Anne Frank, the characters in The Fault in Our Stars started kissing in the Anne Frank house. And everyone started clapping. Like, a bit inappropriate, don't you think? Like, when I went to the Holocaust Museum, and I'm guessing, like, I've never been to the Anne Frank house, but I'm guessing that the Holocaust Museum, the Anne Frank house, 9/11 Memorial, things like that, where it's like people congregating and coming together to recognize a tragedy, it's like, that's not making me horny, babes. And if it is, like, you maybe need to get your kinks in order. Like, if I were in the movie, if I were an extra in the movie, The Fault in Our Stars, which is a movie adaptation of the John Green book, or Hank Green, one of them wrote it, right? I'm not clapping when they kiss, okay? I'm, boo, boo, tomato, tomato, time and place. Ever heard of it? Shailene Woodley, come on! I'm lunging at them and doing the Divergent scream. You know Shailene Woodley's Divergent scream, she goes, ah! Okay, it wasn't like that, but she goes, oh my god, it wasn't like that either. I think I have to bleep that. Oh my god, that sounded too hentai-like. But I would jump into the Divergent scream, and then I would karate chop between their lips so that they're no longer kissing, because this is the Anne Frank house. Anyway, I also, so that phrase, to get back on point, that phrase in The Fault in Our Stars where they go, okay, okay. What if they said it like this, like, okay, okay? Is that even funny? That's like not funny. But I was just thinking about it because, I don't know, I thought maybe if they changed the intonation it would be kind of funny. Like, okay, you're gonna lean forward and kiss me in the Anne Frank house. The Anne Frank house. I just peeled off my second layer of skin. I'm gonna read one more thing and then I'm gonna get in the shower and take out my leave-in conditioner. And let me explain. So I am just gonna do my skincare routine, put on some, makeup as I usually start these videos out. Then I'm gonna go to the grocery store and then, guys, I'm gonna make some tanghulu. I wanna make tanghulu and film it and just like talk and then, of course, eat some. I'm gonna make it for decoration and then throw it away immediately. Okay, this is about the song I Have Nothing by Whitney Houston. There's a lyric in it that goes, I won't ask for too much, just all that you are and everything that you do. That's actually a lot to ask for. That's like me showing up to the Wendy's drive-thru and being like, yeah, I'm not gonna ask for too much, just the entire menu and triple it. Like getting in an argument with your significant other and being like, babe, I'm not even asking for that much. I'm literally asking for the bare minimum. Just everything that you are and everything that you do. Oh my god, I look sweaty. I look like I just did like 10,000 push-ups. 10,000 push-ups will give you such a crick in the neck. Aladdin, anyone. Oh god. Okay, another thing that I wrote down was, I would never do this, but if I was a bully and I knew a girl that had abnormally large nipples, I would call her Areola Grande. Girls with big nips, comment down below. Start a little club, the Areola Grande Club. Yeah. Yeah, baby! That sounded nothing like her. Me walking into the Areola Grande Club with nothing on but nipple pasties, and then I step in front of the crowd, take them off, and just go, yeah, and then walk away. Okay, another thing, because I don't think I've left in my leave-in conditioner long enough, but I do need to wrap it up because I still need to like go to the grocery store and do the tanghulu, and I've already been filming for like almost 20 minutes. Magnum opus sounds like a Harry Potter spell to open a large-sized condom. Who's someone, I feel like Hagrid, just because of his height, might be packing heat, right? So if for some reason you were, you know, having some sort of sexual interaction with Hagrid. Did that actor pass? Is this disrespectful? Anyway, wait, is the Hagrid actor alive? Ah! Oh, he passed. He passed. Should I still say this? I mean, rest in peace, rest in peace. But magnum opus does sound like a Harry Potter spell to open a large-side condom, and if hypothetically you were to do it something with Hagrid, may he rest in peace, I feel like you could take out your wand and be like, magnum opus, and then like the condom wrapper would like burst into flames, and then the condom would automatically just shush onto him or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna get in the shower and take out my conditioner. And Hagrid, I truly, rest in peace. Okay, so I need to stop dwelling on it or it's just gonna make it worse. All right. Okay, I just got out of the shower and I rinsed out my conditioner. Hopefully it doesn't weigh my hair down and my hair doesn't look flat. Flat like a Sprite that's been sitting out on the counter for 3 days straight. The next thing I have written down is, if I were a religious slut shamer, me just making up these things. If I were a bully, if I were a religious slut shamer, if I were a domestic terrorist, if I were da-da-da-da. But POV, if I were a religious slut shamer, I would say, the only G-spot you should be thinking about is the godly spot. Get your ass to church. The only cum you should be thinking about is C-U-M. Christ upholds me. Come. I also need to take a barefaced selfie for a commercial audition. They want to see my bare face, so yes, I have a few actor responsibilities. So I am going to take a selfie and just the day in the life of an actor. Oh, I had such a hard day at work. I had to take a selfie. I'm just kidding. It's usually much harder than that. But yeah, I will see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I took my selfie. All in a day's work. And now I'm going to put on some makeup and we're gonna go to the grocery store and get some fruit. I think I want to get mandarin orange, and I'm deciding between strawberry and grape. When furries have intercourse, do they moan or do they bark? Oh, and I'm putting on primer. Because it's like, how much do you stay in character? You know, is this considered a role play, or are we just like people who aren't... I'm not really immersed in furry culture, so I don't really know. But I'm just imagining it takes a lot of energy to bark and make animal noises than it does to just like sigh or moan. So I feel like I'm already wearing this big ass mascot ass costume. I'm overheating and now I gotta fill up my lungs with air and release a howl. It's like, what more do you want from me? You know, I'm already shoving my paw up in wherever thou desire. All night long, the neighbors are hearing, or like, don't stop, I'm about to... What would be the unsexiest animal noise to make? And pardon me, I'm gonna put on my concealer and then continue. Okay, concealer done. I'm thinking that it would maybe be like, honestly, a crow. Because imagine you're in the middle of Hunky Dory Doris, and then you just hear, ah, ah, ah. That's what crows sound like, right? Wait, let me play a crow noise. Yeah, would not want that. You know, you asking, how does that feel? Is it good? I also feel like maybe a whale noise would not be good. Also, sorry, cosplaying as a whale during sex, like, talk about a pillow princess. It's basically just a beached whale laying there. You do all the work. What's a whale noise like? What do they sound like? Whale noises underwater nature video, 10 hours long. Dude, I look up whale noises, all of them are 10 hours, 8 hours, 5 hours, 1 hour. Oh my god, give me the 30-second one. We need a quickie, Jesus. Yeah, not good. Sounds distressing. Guys, it's getting to be that time of the year where I don't have central AC and baby, I'm starting to feel it.